Ortho Athletes have revolutionized the game once again. Through their amazing app, you can find the top doctors in the entire state. You were the MVP on the field, now you'll be the most valuable patient off the field. Ortho Athletes treats you like a 5-star. Download the app now and use the same doctors as professionals.
Welcome back to the Utah Preps Podcast, everyone. We're going to be talking about big backs. Not the fat on your back behind you, but the big man coming down the middle, looking to take your soul. These are some of my favorite positions in the world because these guys can get her done. They can rely your team. They can make it harder. They can make a quarterback better. I love watching big, strong running backs. These are the most powerful dudes, and they're going to make it rough for you. I am excited to go over the top 10 big backs on the Utah Preps Podcast. And let's start with number 10, Jonah Miley. Jonah is a big dude, 6 foot, 200 pounds, coming out of Skyline. And what I like about Jonah, he can play a bunch of different positions as well. Honestly, either side of the ball, he's a fantastic big back. Reminds me of Matakai Halu, the phenomenal player out of Stansbury and Tooele. Ooh, look at that right there. Just bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. And that's like a huge compliment for me, saying that he reminds me of that young man. I'm willing to bet he ends up on the defensive side of the ball, but for right now, I'm going to rate him at running back. That's because what he brings to the table. He brings a physical presence. This isn't your Skyline of yesteryear. With the 2 transfers in, they're going to be really good. Coming in at number 9, we've got Noah Cephas. 6 foot 3, 210 pounds, coming out of Stansbury. And we talk a lot about another player at Stansbury, but this kid, he is huge and he's fast enough to be a speed back. He gets split outside. He has the hands of a slot receiver. At times, he's untackleable. He is truly an athlete at the next level. He's a big back that can be used in so many different ways. Honestly, just get the ball in his hands and good things will happen. Look at that catch right there. You don't expect that from a kid his size, but then you throw him in the backfield and he is taking the ball to the house, breaking 1, breaking 2, breaking 3 tackles, and he's still on the move, and you see him running for 6. That's what makes this kid so special, and then you throw him outside. My goodness. At number 8, we've got Dexton Havea, 6 foot, 185 pounds, coming out of Timpview now. Timpview needs to give the ball to Dexton like 60 times a game. He's a bully, and I love it. He had 12 touchdowns and almost 1,200 yards, and they were hard-fought yards. He will run through you, but he can fly over you as well. We'll see a clip of him just hurdling people. He can do a lot of things. Repping 42, he reminds me of someone else that repped 42, the great Michael Alisa, the BYU running back and linebacker. Seriously, this is going to be a crazy year because you're going to be watching a school region with Orem and Timpview that has some of the best players in the state, and he's going to know exactly. They're all going to be watching this kid because he's going to bring a lot to that game. At number 7, we've got Kingston Cooper coming out of Corner Canyon. Kingston, I love this kid. He's another bully on the edge. He fights through double teams like they are nothing. He's going to hit you, and you're going to feel it the next day. I absolutely guarantee it. But what makes him special is that Corner Canyon switched their whole identity when they decided, like when Helaman went down, they decided they're like, hey, we're going to be a running team. And their offense put on a clinic and led him to a state title. He's a kid every line loves to block for. Kingston's going to be a great 1-2 punch. He's a big back with wheels. His emergence created a whole new dynamic for Corner Canyon, and I'm excited to watch him. At number 6, we've got Max Kochi coming out of Skyline, 6 foot 2, 245 pounds. That's right. He is a monster inside backer, 124 tackles in New Jersey, my goodness. But he is a blocking problem, and doing that as a sophomore was incredible. And because he's doing that, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have soft hands and can't catch. Look at that right there. He just loves to catch. He loves to block. He's a bully, making defenders' lives miserable. Skyline scored when they scored the 2 Kochi brothers coming in. And this is a kid that I could see at fullback at the next level. And that's why he's rated so high on my list. Just a monster. Coming in at number 5, we've got Sean Tahi. Of course we're going to go to Lone Peak, and of course Sean Tahi is the reason. 6 foot, 190 pounds, 2027. When Sean is playing, he was a complete game changer for the Lone Peak offense. I had people calling me, they're like, have you seen this sophomore? I'm like, yes, my goodness gracious, and he is a dog. He unfortunately did have some injuries last year, but when watching him play, he's at a different level than everyone else on the field. He averages over 7 yards a carry, and he's an absolute killer. He's a real throwback running back that got better with each rep. He's seriously a stud, and I can't wait to see what he does next year. He's poised for a massive year. If he can stay healthy, he's a kid that's going to end up on a lot of college radars. Coming in at number 4, and this is a surprise for everyone, including me, Jagger Naves. 6'1", 195 pounds coming out of San Juan, and you're saying, Moose, how in the world can you rate a kid that's in 1A that high? Well, you know, when you've got the moves like Jagger, you can. No one in 2A is going to touch him. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's a 2,000-yard back and then some. I don't think any team has seen anything like him at that level, and he does everything. He's good at kick returns as well. He just does it all, and it looks like he's having the most fun on the football field as anyone. I mean, he is just awesome. Put him in Wildcat, he'll run for 400 yards, and I'll tell you that right now. He's a kid that you could plug into 6A right now, and he would be just as good because he's doing it all. He's got the right size. He's got the right measurables. He's a kid that's exploded onto the scene, and I am just excited to see what he does this next year because he's that talented and then some. I mean, look at this right here. You just put him in shotgun, bam, give him the ball, cut, thank you, ma'am. Oh my goodness. And he has the speed that no one's catching him either. Can't take the right angles. Let's get to our number 3 running back, Sunia Fafita. 6 foot, 200 pounds, coming out of Granger. Sunia quietly had 1,600 yards and 19 touchdowns. He's deceptively fast. You see him and you're like, whoa. He is quicker than fast for sure. So we've got him at a big back and not a speed back, but he still has speed. He has a frame that can put on some more weight, and he just gets better. As you watch him, you're like, that kid's a top running back in the state, and he was a secret over there at Granger. He's not a secret anymore. Anytime you play Granger, you better strap up your big boy pads because you've got a big running back that's giving us some Fahu Tahi thought processes coming down the middle again. At number 2, we've got a guy, Weston Briggs. You don't usually see big backs from corner this high, but Weston Briggs deserves it. 6'1", 205 pounds. He's the other one in the 1-2 punch at Corner Canyon. Weston, my goodness, he can catch. He is a Tim Riggins type player. He's big, and you don't want to see him in the A gap. He'll run over you, run around you, run through you. It doesn't matter. He doesn't go down first hit. He has really good speed. And is there anything better than seeing Corner Canyon in 21 or 22 personnel? I don't think so. Without Zion taking all the short yardage carries, I bet Weston would have ended up with 15 plus touchdowns last year. And I think he's going to eclipse that easy this next year. He's going to be interesting to see what Corner Canyon offense shows up next year. Is it that high-flying offense that we're used to? Or are we going to be back in the 21, 22 personnel, seeing Weston and all these other, and Kingston coming right at you? But that brings up our number 1 running back, Vili Ama Tuapatawita. 6'2", 225 pounds, coming out of Woods Cross. Oh my goodness. Vili is the perfect big back. He would be a national recruit for fullback if we were looking at recruiting 10, 20 years ago, but most teams are based per 10 personnel now. He is an extreme athlete, playing volleyball as well. He has everything you look for in offense and defense. He's just a menace. He is elite, lining up in the triple option. If I was an academy school, I would find NIL money for him, and big NIL money. Seriously, he's a game changer, and everyone knows they're running the ball, and it doesn't matter. Woods Cross should have a big year again with him running in the A back position, doing what he needs, and he has speed as well. Viliama does everything you want. He is an absolute stud and a guy you need to watch out for when you're playing Woods Cross. Woods Cross is a secret team that's going to be a tough one to beat because that offense, you're not used to it, and he's going to run right at you and bring the wood. Love to see what he's doing, and I can't wait to see what Woods Cross does this next year with him at the helm. So that's it for our list for big backs. Make sure you tune in to all of our other lists. I love talking to you guys. Tune into the Utah Preps podcast, and we'll get this done. And tune into all of our other positions as well. I'm Moose Bingham. Follow me at MooseB90 on Twitter. And have another great, blessed day.